Wasn't gonna make a video today, but I just had a major breakdown on my combine, and I'm pretty angry about it. Good morning, good morning. It is the fourth actual day of harvest. After the snow, the day after that, it was too cold and it didn't thaw out the snow in our sieves, so we couldn't go the next day. And then the day after that was too windy. We did not feel comfortable putting up our auger. We took it down because we knew it was going to be windy, and we did not feel comfortable putting it up because we did not want it to fall over. So we were a couple days out on corn harvest, but that's all right. We got going again yesterday, and I ran into an issue. I broke my combine. I already called my Claas mechanic yesterday, trying to get a hold of parts. Hopefully, crossing our fingers, we can get parts by the end of the week. But I gotta get my combine up here, get the head off, and put it in the shop, because we're gonna have a mechanic here today to tear it down. That way we make sure we don't have any other parts broken on it, and it'll be that much faster to get it back together. I'm heading back to the shop with my combine. It's a little cold out this morning. Combine didn't like starting me very much this morning, but I don't know if you can see them in the video, but there's the grain cart. They're going to the next field. I'm gonna go straight and go to the shop. Dad will be right behind me. He had to fill fuel in his combine. Yeah, they're gonna get going this morning. I just have to get this to the shop, get the head off and put it in the shop, and then I can run truck today, I guess. Kind of sucks, but it is what it is. I just got the combine in the shop. Hopefully they've got enough room. Feeder house is still full of corn because I had to shut it down once it stopped, once the thrashing cylinder quit. But you can see a little better now. This is what fell off. There's the shaft that broke, and yeah, some major damage there. It's supposed to be right there. That's where that shaft comes out, and it broke, so it's supposed to be right there. Runs this belt, goes to that one. The motor that fell off, so it fell down, and it was attached by that grease hose, so it fell down, knocked this motor off, put some holes in my vacuum hose. I believe they're bringing some new stuff for this. But yeah, this hose is all that was holding it on. So we got a new hose coming. Hopefully this is okay. Maybe the bearing locked up and that's what broke the shaft. I'm not sure. But this is that motor it knocked off. So yeah, we've got some major damage. It'll be probably at the very least the end of the week till we get it fixed. So I don't know. We're gonna hope for the best, but for the day, I guess I'll run truck, and maybe I'll just run some tillage tractor after this, or for a while. Hell, I don't know. That's the plan right now. The mechanic's supposed to come today and work on that, get it all tore apart, just to make sure that there's nothing else broke, and that way they can get those parts ordered if needed be. And then it's that much closer to getting put back together once we get the parts. So that's the plan. We'll see how today goes. At least in a truck, maybe I could take some harvest video. Just we'll be excluding a yellow combine. That's all right. Take the red. Oh, there you go. Take the red beast today. We're gonna turn on the PTO. Idle her up. we go. Best part about leather gloves, you can still use your phone without getting your hands all cold. Now the other the other semi guy has not told me how much is in here, so I'm gonna climb up and check, see how many rings we got left till this bin's full. You don't want to overfill them. It'll make a bloody mess. That didn't take long. I'm back in a combine. It's just the wrong color. Our bin's like literally 2 miles down the road from this field with only one combine. We're keeping up with trucks, so I don't really need to drive a semi today. Dad said he was going to go ridge some beet ground so it doesn't blow. So he's going to get a start on some fall tillage, and he said, come run my combine. I'm tired of it. So, whatever. I guess I'll run his combine and he can go run his tractor, and that's what we'll do for the day. One thing I've noticed, I missed the row finder on the corn head right away. Missed that. This head, because the case feeder house is a lot longer, so this head sticks way out there. And so it's a little bit harder to see what you're doing if you're not looking right down in it. But also at the same time, you're not trying to look through the steering wheel either. So, good and bad. I don't know. We'll see how I like this combine today. Well, I can say this unload system is way, way quieter. The combine cab itself is quieter. All the buttons on the handle are freaking backwards, and it's gonna take me a little bit to get used to this again. But yeah, I can't even hear it unloading. And mine, it's kind of like the old John Deere combines. You can hear it running. But this has got a fancy flipper, so I can move the auger in and out, which is pretty nice. Mine does not have that option. It's not that special. Another thing I've noticed right away is, you know, my combine's got tracks on it. So sprinkler tracks are obviously a lot smoother. But just the unsturdiness of this machine. I mean, yeah, it's got duals on it, but I can still feel it just kind of rock back and forth as it goes through the field. It's weird how that feels, honestly. I mean, it is just throwing me off. And then what else? I'm trying to think of something else. I had something else, I just can't remember it now. Now I remember what it was. Yes, this window wiper is very big, but it's not right in the middle of the window, right where you want to look. And something else that I've noticed on that Claas window wiper is it's not even straight in the middle. When you fold up the steering wheel, it's just to the left of the steering wheel. So it might be in the middle of the window, but then the driver's seat must not be in the middle of the cab. So yeah, it's real nice. Really screws you up. When we get to the end of this half pivot, this pivot doesn't put down near as much water as that other pivot does, but you can tell these end towers put down a lot more water. And the end gun, it's like here the end gun shuts off because it doesn't want to spray out in there, but right there is really good. Shows it on the map too. And we actually hit 200 right there in that spot. The rest of the field has not been doing very good. We had a lot of sprinkler issues, and on a dry year like this year, if you have any sort of plug nozzles, you will see it for sure. And that's on me, because these are the pivots I take care of. I didn't think it was that bad, but apparently I missed some. We finally got done with the other field. I'm excited for this one. Look at how level this one is. It's got, so far, our highest yielding corn that we've had is this 4747 from DeKalb, and this whole field is that 4747. Really good dirt. This sprinkler has really good, giving grief on the radio. The sprinkler has really good water, and yeah, I'm excited to poke into this, see what it does. Well, here we go. First opening of the north field. The edge over there averaged 200 bushel, and I was 3/4 full in one pass. So if the field stays consistent like that, I'm gonna say this is some pretty good corn over here, but we'll just have to see. But this is definitely more like what I want. More like what I've wanted to see all year. We haven't been able to find it yet. But I'm hoping they will continue to do good. Wheatland Power Plant is right over there. It's pretty cool. Coal power plant, feeding California. Isn't that ironic? See, that's what we want to see. If I can hold it steady here. That is instant yield. That's more like what we want to see. I would be happy with that. This corn is just making me so happy. It's actually standing. It's not falling over. I mean, it just goes to show you what a piss pot full of water does. And this sprinkler just puts down a lot, so that's what helped it a lot.
Take that load through, like, the other lady was like, she was a Krabby Patty.
But the elevator, so our bin got full, and instead of taking the time to move the auger, we just kept going, and so we hauled a couple loads to the elevator, but they closed at 4. Why would they close at 4? I don't know. It's even a feedlot, but whatever. So we are going to load every single truck that we've got, including the grain cart, and knock as much of this out as we can tonight, because tomorrow afternoon it's supposed to get cold again. So, and the end of the week's supposed to get really nasty. So I'm pretty happy with this field so far. Excuse me, sorry. The worst part is I'm not in my old combine. I was really excited to have both combines in this field. There'd be a lot of corn going out, but you know, it is what it is, and I hope the yields keep up in this field, and we'll just have to see. But I'm hoping by the end of the week, or at the very least the beginning of next week, I should have my combine get fixed and done. So that's the hope. Well, the cart's full. We've got 2 semis to load still. Well, with the cart full, only 1 semi, so that's a plus. It's only 6:30ish. No, it's only 6 o'clock actually. We're doing pretty good. The yield's staying where it was, and I almost forgot how fun it is when you have good corn. It's just way more fun. This is only It's only off of one open.
Turn that fucking bumper light off.
Here we go, got our first opening done. I'm gonna pop a new opening, and that should fill the cart enough for a semi-load, and we'll be done for the night. So that worked out pretty good. Just wanted to show this map. That's a better map of what I'm looking for. I like that. So dark green is anything over 220. Light green is 190 to 220. And dark red is 110. Anything under 110. So, Leandro, you know, deer, into the flood right there. It is what it is. This flood corner is it'll throw off the yield for the map, but I'm pretty happy with that so far. So far, that's the best we've gotten into for our dry year of corn. But I am ready to go home. Wow, is it cold today? It is almost, it's 10 o'clock, and it is still 25 degrees outside, and a little bit of a wind chill, so it's a little cold. But I just started my truck. I had to run around, because we switched bins, so I had to run around and do a couple other things. I unloaded one of our trucks this morning, started the other truck. I figured while it's warming up, I'll show you guys this. Like I said, the mechanic was here yesterday to tear stuff down, make sure nothing else was broken, and that way he could order parts while we're waiting on these ones anyways. What we found, this is the variable speed clutch that broke off the shaft. You can see the shaft right up there. It's broke off. This is the cleaning fan. So that runs if you know a combine, it blows air through and all that. We're gonna get that rebuilt because it looks like it's about wore through on the plastic shivs or sleeves and whatever. I don't know. Outside of my pay grade. That needs rebuilt. He marked a bunch of stuff that they want to get fixed while it's here at this point. But basically he says it's not necessarily a common thing that happens, but they've seen it before on this series of combine. Basically, there's a belt that runs between the one that broke and this one. And there's a lot of torque on that. I mean, this is like over 100 pounds here probably, and a big belt, and that runs the threshing cylinder. So there's a lot of torque on that. And basically what he said is all these other ones like that have what he called a dog bone on the outside. If you can see it. There we go. See that dog bone? And that braces it on both sides. So there's a shaft on the inside, then that wheel, pulley, and then the dog bone on the outside holds everything straight. On this series of combine, they did not do that between these two. He says there's a lot of torque on that, and that's probably what broke that. So he says that we can put one on there, or he believes that we could put one on there. So we're going to look into that. Still chock full of corn. But that shaft goes all the way through to the other side. So he had to tear apart some stuff on this side. And I'm not going to touch any of it because he's got it organized to what he needs to do. That must be the clutch. That looks a little wore out. Well, I don't know. I mean, there's still some grooves, and pad all the way down to the bolt head, so maybe not. I don't know. This is all new to me. We're used to running these red combines, and this was all new to me, so I don't know. But I'm gonna pull the truck up to the shop, and I've got to look at this driver's side stack. I believe the grain cart guy might have hit the stack last night in the dark. The stacks weren't anything good to look at anyways. They needed replaced. They're rusted really bad. That driver's side one, when we first got it, had a hole like that in the side of the stack from rust. And we clamped it and whatever to get by until we can get stacks on it, but we just haven't gotten around to it yet. We bought it last year, so I think stacks might need to be put on it this winter. But I'm going to pull it up here, decide whether I can put another clamp on just to hold it on, or if I just take it all the way off and it's going to look stupid. I don't know. It's going to look dumb, but it's got a way better heater than my cab over does, and it's cold today, so I'm going to look stupid and stay warm. See what I tell you. I mean, I kind of believed him this morning when he said he didn't. But then you can see the bend in it, and I was like, it looks like you hit it. So we're going to see what we can do. I don't have great hopes for it, because you can see all the way inside. Alright, so I went and got one of these band clamps. I absolutely hate band clamps because they never ever seal. But in this case, we're not really worried about sealing it. We're just trying to keep the stack on the truck today. So I'm thinking I've got it pulled back straight. You can kind of see it through the dough. I've got it pulled back straight up, but the front half of the stack is really close to wanting to come off. So we're going to take this and see if I can get it on there and tighten it. I'm finally over here at the local feedlot and loading some corn. I did get the stack straight. That clamp works pretty good. I don't know, we'll see. I wouldn't hit it too hard, but I'm guessing the biggest thing is the wind right now, so keep the grain cart guy away from it next time, that'd be better. Caterpillar does not like the cold at all. I ran the glow plugs 3 times and it started. Didn't sound very pretty, but it started. So with only one combine and the bins being so close, even with the corn being pretty damn good over there, they don't need that second semi. So I'm gonna go do some fall tillage, ridge up some beet ground. So that's the plan there. Guess that's what I'm gonna do for the day, or at least for a little bit until they get moved up farther north. It'll be farther away from the bins. We'll probably need that other truck then, but for now, I'm just gonna go do some tillage. Oh, there we go. Just got done with that little flood chunk. I need to flip over some of these points. They're getting pretty worn. Well, yeah, you can see they're starting to get shiny on the back of the shank, so these ones need flipped over. But they just got moved up north. Why am I carrying my lunchbox? It should have been put in the truck. Anywho, they just got moved up north, so I guess I'm going to jump back in the truck and we'll finish out the day. This is going to be the end of the video. So thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe and look for more.